Welcome back to Infinite Stories, and tonight I will be reading you another page or two of my book, my self published book, Infinite's Guilty Pleasure. Previously, I left off in the beginning of the chapter, so I decided to come back and give you the remaining portion of it. And I want you guys to let me know in the comments down below how you feel about the way the story is going. Is it a story that you yourself would want to go and get a copy of? Is it something that you can relate to based off of what you've heard so far? Let me know in the comments down below. And before we get started, subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure you hit that post notification bell to be notified each time I post a dope lit video. Now, let's get into this story. I hope you got your wine glasses ready. Alrighty, let's go. Infinite's Guilty Pleasure. Chapter Sexual Frustration. Okay, here we go. I was so blown, I answered the phone. Hey, Ma, what's up? I tried not to sound disturbed. Hey, Rose. I was calling to remind you that your car insurance is due on the 15th. Cash app it to me if you are too busy to stop past. She sounded like she wanted the money ASAP. Okay, Ma, I got you. I hung up with her and got up and went into the kitchen for a snack. It was 8 p.m. and it was creeping up on my bedtime. I lived alone in an apartment in Fells Point in downtown Baltimore. The area was breathtaking. It had a calming and sweeping view by the water, and all of the stores were within walking distance. I left my neighborhood. I looked out the window to take a glimpse at the view. The moon reflected off of the trees and cast the light onto the lake. Just looking out there made me want to take a walk by the water before ending my night. Maybe I'll come across something I could get into before the night's over. I racked my brain as I peeled back the wrapper to my yogurt and stuck my spoon inside. A nice walk wouldn't hurt. I walked in my bedroom, slowly spooning yogurt and looking toward my closet. What should I wear? What look do you want to give? I asked myself out loud, finishing the last scoop. I threw the container in the trash and opened the closet, looking for something to throw on. Aha, this will do. I picked out something cute and simple. A gray long-tailed shirt with a pair of black skin tight skinny jeans. A pair of gray Sperry's with a wide floppy black hat. Hold up. It wasn't too flashy, but sleek and stylish. I was determined to get into someone's daughter tonight. I put my clothes on, grabbed my phone, keys, and wallet, and headed toward the door. The moment I stepped outside, I could feel the warm breeze hit my face. It was beautiful. Summer night, and even though it was a Sunday, there were still people out to play. I began to stalk my prey. I spotted a beautiful petite caramel tone female standing outside of a bar. She was smoking a cigarette. I usually don't like smokers, but she was so damn fine. It didn't matter. It's not like I wanted to marry her. This was strictly one night. I walked over to the bar, hoping to catch her attention, when a man came out of the bar looking for her. He shifted her gaze and caused her to throw out whatever she was smoking and enter the building. Shit, I mumbled to myself. Now I have to go in and get her. I was determined. Everything began to grow. I was attracted to her and I had to have it. I walked inside and sat at the bar to see if I could spot her again. I looked across me and there she was. It seemed like the guy who came to get her was just the bartender. I eavesdropped on the conversation and read her lips while they spoke. Her card declined. She was trying to make arrangements to pay the bill and looked frustrated. I called the bartender over to me in the middle of him talking to her. What can I get for you, miss? He asked me. I want 2 margaritas. One no ice and the other you can send over to the young lady sitting across from me. No problem, ma'am. Do you want a salt or sugar rum? He inquired. Surprised me. Oh, and I'll take care of the tab for her as well. I pulled out my card and handed it over. Oh, certainly. I'll be over with the bill for you to sign. He walked off and prepared the drink. I looked over, damn near staring her in the face, trying to get her attention. She finally looked up. I waved. She smiled. That was all I needed. Shortly after her affirming smile, the bartender came over. The bartender came out with our drinks. He handed her one of the margaritas while telling her it was on me, and that I was going to pay her tab. She looked over to me with surprise and confusion written across her face. When she realized that I was serious about paying the bill, she got up with her drinks and came closer and sat closer to me. Thank you for the drink and paying the tab. Pleased to meet you, I'm Sam. She squinted her eyes and licked the salt from her rim. The pleasure is all mine. I'm Infinite, I responded. At that moment, I took the time to look at her. I mean, really look at her. She was just as petite up close as she was at a distance. Her hair was shoulder length, chocolate brown eyes with dimples in her cheek. She looked good enough to eat. I put my poker face on so she didn't suspect that I wanted her. I wanted it to be a surprise. So who are you here with, if you don't mind me asking? I wanted to prolong this encounter. It's just me. I came alone because I needed to clear my mind. This day has been quite challenging for me. She looked relieved to have someone to talk to. Getting in her head, then getting her panties was the only goal I had. Yeah, it's just that my girlfriend and I broke up. She could be so insecure. Not only that, my dog is missing, my rent is due, and oh, my car declined at the bar. So once again, thank you. She was so sexy. The stress of her day showed through in her body much while she spoke. No worries, it's just one day. All of those things will be a thing of the past sooner than you think. Be present in the moment and enjoy this drink. Care for another? It's on me, of course. We locked eyes and I smiled at her. Sure, why not? Why are you here alone? You seem like the type that would have someone to come out with you, she said. I live in those apartments over there and I wanted fresh air before I ended my nights. I can be a bit of a loner from time to time. I don't have a girlfriend right now, so I'm just chilling and filling out the vibes. I waited for her reaction to the discovery that I'm a lesbian too. But you're into women as well, I see. That's interesting. She pulled her hair back over her shoulder. She pulled her hair back over one shoulder and exposed her collar. What's so interesting about that, I asked. She knew what I wanted. I just thought I'd put two and two together. That's all, she said back. Bartender, can you get us 2 more of those margaritas? I said, waving him down. Oh, so your gator didn't go off, I'm assuming. I mean, it did. So, why are you single? You're very attractive. I noticed the drinks were starting to weigh on her. Her words came out almost like a song, but her voice was still sultry. I'm not ready for that type of responsibility. I'm cool fucking and vibing, I responded, in a matter-of-fact way. I didn't want any confusion about my intentions. I grabbed a straw in my drink with my tongue and poured it to my lips. I watched her body language begin to realign. She got more relaxed and more intrigued by me with the moment. The conversation took a turn when I brought up the topic of romance and intimacy. I could see her legs start to open and close anxiously with just the mere mention of a modern tongue. So, that concludes this episode of Infinite Stories. If you like me reading stories to you, like this video, comment on this video to let me know your views and opinions on me reading the story. How do you feel about me reading it? What kind of stories do you want to hear me read to you guys in the near future? Once again, guys, I'm the writer of this story and I'm the writer of the stories to come. And if you have an idea of any type of story that you want to hear, and if you have any ideas of the type of stories that you want to hear me write and read to you guys, let me know down below. Like, comment, and subscribe to this video if you like what you hear. Alright, I'm out. Peace. Oh, and remember, make sure you guys go check out Infinite Guilty Pleasure, available on Amazon as well as Kindle. And please, guys, stop what you're doing and go and check out my podcast, available on all podcast streaming sites: iTunes, Buzzsprout, Deezer.